Living in the Orthodox community is very difficult to explain. It's completely different from normal society, even though we live in the city. It's like we live in the Middle Ages for an outsider. It seems like a few centuries ago. That's why they're able to function and go on even though they live in a modern city, because they live very secluded lives and they don't teach their children English, maths, history, geography or art or about other cultures, races or religions. So there is a huge gap between these two worlds.
What was it like as a child growing up in the ultra-Orthodox community?
As a child, I remember being told by my parents and teachers that everything outside is bad, outside the community. We were told non-Jews are like cattle. They are born, they mate. They were created to help us, to enable us to sit and learn the Talmud and follow the path given by God.
So how much contact would you have with the outside world?
Really nothing at all. It depends, of course, where. Some Haredi live in cities, but they are so secluded there is no chance a child would ever come into contact with a non-Haredi or non-Jew. But some Haredi are secluded even more and live in their own built communities. When I was a child, I didn't need to speak English. Most of these children don't need to speak English because they never come in contact with the outside world. What's going to happen is he's going to grow up, get married, he won't need to speak English, he'll have his job in the community. For these few times when he's going to come into contact with the outside world, like if you're going to the doctor or applying for a visa, they rely on the wife, so girls, they give more English and maths education, because the role of the man is to sit and learn, to give his life for the Torah, and the role of the wife is to work and look after the children. Until you get married, you're not allowed a mobile phone, you're not allowed to watch a DVD or TV, they're both prohibited. Even internet on your mobile, we're not allowed a computer at home. We're not allowed to read any secular stuff, newspapers or books. Haredi community have their own newspapers where they censor the news. Most of it is translated from secular newspapers or from progressive Jewish newspapers. If you need one for work, you have to ask permission of the rabbi. If his rabbi can see there is a reason why he should have a computer and internet, it has to be only in the office and has to be monitored. So Tag will put a filter in where he's not going to be able to search any websites that could harm his belief in religion or Haredi community.